As you can already probably tell, I'm an artist and I like drawing and animating. On my channel, I have a lot of animations, but they're mostly very short, like seconds long, because, well, animation is hard. But here's a few of the newer pictures that I've made recently, including some old ones. The newest one is this Mugman picture I made. And then we have this object show I'm planning to make. And then we have Luigi wearing a bandana based off a custom plush I made. And then we have this picture I made of my Gorilla Tag player as a Gorilla Tag plush. And oh, by the way, I know what you're thinking. Stop typing FlushyGT in the comments. I know you're typing FlushyGT in the comments. I am not FlushyGT. And then we have Kevin from Bob and Friends, which is originally a Yoshi, because Nintendo, anyways. And then we have Kendrick based off of Nintendo's Bob-omb enemy from Super Mario. And then we have Nicholas based off of Nintendo's Shy Guy enemy from Mario. And then we have this picture I drew for my friend's profile picture. His name is Ricky Rat, and he told me that his name is based off of Mickey Munch. So, yeah. And then we have this picture that I drew of Sam, my own character from, well, The Sam Show. And some news about The Sam Show that I have right now is that the show has not started animation yet because I'm still planning out episodes. But I will hopefully get to working on The Sam Show pretty soon. Anyways, now this one's not art, but is in fact a 3D model of Sam. But sadly, I lost the 3D model. But as you can tell, I based it off of Mario 64. And then we have this picture of Bob and Friends, and the name sounds very cheesy, so I might actually change the name. I might actually change the name of the show to BAF, short for Bob and Friends, because it's based off of another channel, SML, but more family-friendly. And then we have this picture of, it's a thumbnail I made for a Yeeps War video that I made. By the way, speaking of Yeeps, Yeeps 2.0 came out. I might actually make a video on that pretty soon. And this one's pretty cool. This one is literally a picture of the logo for The Sam Show. And then I have this picture I made of what I would look like if my Gorilla Tag player was a U2's plushie, but I no longer look like this in Gorilla Tag. As for now, I wear like the rainbow hat, green glowing eyes, and a bandana, so I look completely different now. And speaking of U2's, I made this picture of Sam, but if he was a U2's plushie. Hopefully someday I can make an actual Sam U2's plush. And then we have this kind of confusing one, Frodo redesign. And now you may be wondering, well, redesign? What did you change on him? Well, originally he was less fatter and didn't have a scarf, and originally his eyes were black with a white outline. And then we have this picture of Sam, but if he was Cuphead. And as you can tell, I'm a big fan of the rubber hose art style, and I like drawing weird, wacky characters in this art style. And I'm actually really good at it as well, so yeah. And then we have this art I made of Pac-Man, and it's really cool. And then we have this picture, and this is actually the first ever picture I ever drew of Sam. And I actually originally created him in a Roblox game called Meep City. And originally the show was never planned to even happen. Originally it was just a fun little roleplay that I did. But now Sam is evolving into his own actual TV show character, so that's cool. And then we have this picture I made a long time ago, and it's based off of something that's going to happen in the Sam Show, with a character named Zam, who looks very similar to Sam, except Sam's a regular cat. Zam is an alien. And Zam has committed several crimes in outer space. And the aliens are going to try they're going to try to capture him. And they're going to mistake Sam for Zam, since their names are similar and they look very similar. Anyways, and then here's a remaster that I made of that exact picture. And it looks a lot more better. And here's another one I made of Sam being public domain. Anyways, this one's a reference to Steamboat Willie, so that's pretty cool. And then here's a Halloween picture I made, and if you look in the background, I am not copying Short Wars. In fact, I made that picture before Short Wars came out, and it was privated. And coincidentally, Short Wars made a clone Reggie that looked exactly like this. I actually had to redesign him because of Short Wars. But anyways, his name is Fake Sam, and he's more based off of Fake Peppino from Pizza Tower. He can also morph himself to look like any character he wants, but slightly distorted. And then the last one we have is this picture based off of Pizza Tower. And apparently a few people actually think that I steal art from other people, which I don't. And if art does look very similar to someone else's art, I probably just copied the art style because it looks funny. And if it does look similar, it's probably because I traced it a little bit just to get the correct head shape. And I'm actually going to show you right now that I don't steal art. And here's all the proof that you need. Let me show you the replay of this art right here. And as you can obviously see, is that I don't steal art. And here's the replay of the video to actually show me drawing the Mugman picture. There it is. That's all the proof you need. There you go. You got your proof that I don't steal art. Are you happy now? But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I can make more art and more animations. Who knows, maybe I'll make a longer animation that's longer than like 2 seconds long, at least like 5 minutes long. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And that's all I gotta say, so I can't talk today. Anyways, bye.